All right, good morning, traders. Today's open house here in the BYOB trading room. Today is September 20th, 2024. Thank you all for being here. Thank you everybody out there in digital land. I'm talking about Facebook and Rumble and YouTube. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate that. All of the kind comments, the thumbs up. Appreciate that greatly. Thank you so much. All right. This morning, my SPY pivot this morning is 566.60. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. Yesterday, SPY, XLI, and Diamond Dow all made brand new all-time highs. All of the Fab 5 are in daily uptrends. The Fab 5 are SPY, QQQ, IWM, and Diamond Dow, DIA, and FNGU. Those are the Fab 5. Fab 5 all in daily uptrends. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute downtrend. FNGU and QQQ made higher highs and higher lows, closing over their bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. IWM made an inside day, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Gold and silver, both in uptrends, both made inside candles. That means a lower high and higher lows, all right? Closing over there, let me make sure, lost my place. Both made, closing over their bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. UNG, that's nat gas, in an uptrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO, still in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing above a bullish trap over the 17 EMA, trying to fight off that downtrend. US dollar index, still in a downtrend, closed near the 100.64 area. All right, let's go take a look at some charts this morning. All right, nice day. We got quad witching, but for our open house, but SPY just made brand new all-time high yesterday. We'll see what it wants to do. Let's take a look at SPY to start out our day. All right, so here's SPY. Here's the daily candle. Okay, making a higher low, higher high, new all-time high, closing over bullish trap. That's price and the 3. That's the yellow thin line. All right, up over the 8. That's the white thin line. Okay, see how price and the 3 are up over the 8. There's space in between the two of them. That's an uptrend. On top of that, we got price, the 3 EMA, and the 8 EMA up over the dots. That's the 17 EMA. All right, so we got price, the 3, the 8 up over the 17 EMA. And the 17 EMA is green and rising. Okay, that's a bullish scenario. So SPY in a daily uptrend, made a brand new all-time high yesterday. No wonder. Okay, these pink lines, these are the all-time high anchored VWAPs. All right, so that's volume weighted average price. Whenever I see price action up over the all-time high anchored VWAPs in a smaller time frame uptrend, okay, that's money flowing into the market. Okay, so right now we have a situation where here was the all-time high. That's 565.18 right there. Okay, this was a prior high. All right, and you can see price action candles are up over both of those. That's bullish. Okay, and guess what? Out of that bullishness, money flowing into the market, we produced a new all-time high for SPY. All right, so this is what happens when price is up over those all-time high anchored VWAPs or those recent high anchored VWAPs. You produce something like that, a new all-time high. So we were looking for this to happen here in the BYOB trading room. All right, we were watching for this. We were almost, I gotta say, we were expecting it. All right, we were really expecting this new all-time high to materialize sometime soon. And lo and behold, there you go, okay? Because we had this bullish price action up over the all-time high anchored VWAPs. Now, to plant one of these all-time high anchored VWAPs or an anchored VWAP, I just simply come over here, I pick it up, and I just plant it. See that? Just added another one. Okay, that's all I do. Just pick it up and plant it. All right, so there's SPY, daily chart in an uptrend, making higher lows, and now we've got a higher high. Okay, not to mention a new all-time high. On the 2-hour chart, okay, 2-hour chart, you've got price and the 3 up over a rising 8, all 3 of them over a rising 17 EMA, that's the green dots. Nothing changes, same chart, just the same moving averages as the daily chart. We're just using them on the 2-hour. Same thing happening here, price action. So we have ourselves a 2-hour uptrend coming into the close yesterday. So 2-hour uptrend, daily uptrend. 10-minute chart, this is the one we trade off of most of the time. 10-minute chart, we had price under the 8 EMA. So price and the 3 EMA under the 8, and the 8, price, and 3 all under red 17 EMA. So you got the red dots. They turn red when price is underneath it. So we had a 10-minute downtrend coming into the close, and you can see price coming back to test the overnight lows or the lows right here, getting some support in this area. So there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. For today, the pivot today is 566.60, which is right about there. Right about, I just had it, right about there. Okay, so price gets below that, and if I have a 10-minute downtrend, I will play a short in the market. Okay, I will probably buy puts or create a bear call credit spread. All right, something bearish for price action to return to this area right here. We have a base right along this line right here. Okay, for price to come back to this base area right there. 560.64 would be the first target. Second target would be this recent high anchored VWAP. All right, that's if price breaks below here. Okay, now it can spike it. It may spike it, but if it makes a rubber band candle and breaks that rubber band candle, I'll be looking for price to come down to 560. All right, so we'll see what happens. First target will be to fill the gap right there. See the gap down here at 561.33. All right, test that, and then down to here, the pink line. All right, so there's SPY. Okay, let's go look at QQQ. All right, QQQ on the daily chart. This is another one of the Fab 5. QQQ putting in a little higher high there, so QQQ making a higher low and a higher high. QQQ in an uptrend on the daily chart there. Okay, let's take a look at looking for QQQ to come back up here, challenge these highs. All right, take a look at FNGU. Okay, FNGU making a higher low right here. Notice price up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, FNGU making higher highs, got a higher low. Look at FNGU making a higher high this morning. Okay, so we've got higher lows and higher highs. That's an uptrend. Okay, back to QQQ. You can see we'll plant the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, you can see price action consolidated above the all-time high anchored VWAP. That would be a bullish scenario, okay? Whenever price, okay, moves up and holds, okay, if it moves up and then holds the higher ground, that's going to be a bullish outlook for me. That would be a bullish. Whenever price moves up and then gives it up, That's a neutral, okay, environment for me. Okay, this would be bullish, up and holds. Neutral would be up and gives it up. Okay, that's neutral. All right. If we go up and then lose it and come all the way down, that would be bearish. All right, we go up and come all the way down past the baseline, that would be bearish for me. Okay, but whenever we go up and then give it up, that's neutral. That's not bullish. It is bullish in the fact that it went up, but the fact that it lost it is not. Okay, so that becomes neutral. All right, so you can see here's price action. Okay, moving up. See it moving up and then holding up over that all-time high anchored VWAP, which is the pink line. So it's moving up and holding it. And then usually from a move up and holding, you get a breakout move to the upside, which you see that happened yesterday. Now we're looking for some follow through. Okay, that's QQQ. All right, making higher lows and higher highs. That's bullish right there. Okay, so let's take a look at, we just did QQQ, we did FNGU. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. That's not what I wanted. All right, here's Diamond Dow. This is yesterday's price action. You can see making a new all-time high for Diamond Dow. Okay, so here was the last all-time high right here. Okay, plant that right there. And where's price? Moving up and over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Okay, what do you get when that happens? You get a new all-time high. All right, not saying it happens all the time, but that's what you get when price action is up over. You get an uptrend over that all-time high anchored VWAP. So this was the all-time high, okay, until price got up over it, started an uptrend, and you can see it made a new all-time high this day, earlier this week. Actually, this day, this day, this day, this day, and now we're working on today. So on Monday, made a new all-time high. On Tuesday, made a new all-time high. On Wednesday, made a new all-time high. And on Thursday, made a new all-time high. See that? You get an uptrend over the all-time high anchored VWAP, and then you get a series of new all-time highs. All right? So that would be bullish, Diamond Dow. All right? Just showing you how this works. This is a very valuable tool for me, okay? Whenever I use that all-time high anchored VWAP, it helps me to determine what's going on, okay? Price is up over. That means money's flowing into this product, okay? Whenever I got a product and price is up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, that means money's flowing into that security. I want to buy that security, okay? I don't want to buy the losers, okay, because I don't know how long they're going to be losing, all right? I want to buy the winners that people are pumping money into it, okay? I want to ride alongside of big money investors, okay? Because they're in there usually for the long haul, okay? So I want to ride right alongside them, and that's what I'm looking for. Is big money investors are the ones that drive this index to the upside. Okay, so there's Diamond Dow. Next one, FNGU. Let's take a look at we did FNGU. Well, next one is IWM. That's our Russell 2000. Okay, you can see here's Russell 2000 making higher lows and higher highs. See how it made a higher high? That's an uptrend. Okay? Now, this doesn't have an all-time high till you get way back here in 2021. Okay? So what we do, okay, is we take this all-time high. Let me just delete that one, delete this one so we don't get confused. All right? And I plant one. Okay, let's get one and plant it on the recent high right there. Okay, see money up over that all-time high. Now notice on this one, we had ourselves an uptrend. There's your all-time high. We had an uptrend. We were over the all-time high anchored VWAP. We had the uptrend. See, there's no guarantees that it's going to make a new all-time high. Okay, it went up, and then it gave it up. Okay, had a little pullback. But we made a higher low, and now we're making a higher high. Now you see it returns back up over it. Okay, so there's IWM in an uptrend. That's the Russell 2000. Money's flowing into the Russell 2000. Okay, so there's IWM. So there's all of the Fab 5. IWM, Diamond Dow, FNGU, QQQ, and SPY. Okay, all in daily uptrends. So now in those daily uptrends, as a day trader, I'm looking for, I like to trade the SPY index. All right, I like to trade options on the SPY. So I'm looking for 10-minute uptrends inside those daily uptrends. And all I want to do is catch a small piece of the move and make some money off of that small piece, that small 10-minute uptrend to the upside. Okay, so there's IWM. All 5 of the Fab 5 are in daily uptrends. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. Here's T2122. Okay, you see we spent the day in the overbought zone. All right, we were out the previous day. We fell into the buy zone. And then guess what? We climbed back in here. Now we can stay in the overbought zone for, oh gosh, 1 week, 2 weeks, sometimes. All right, just because we're in the overbought zone doesn't mean we're selling off today. Okay, we might, but it doesn't mean because we're in the overbought that we will sell off. Okay, I've seen them stay in the overbought zone for 1 or 2 weeks sometimes. All right, T2123. Okay, new all-time high made, not yesterday, but the day before. Okay, you can see here's price action, making new all-time highs in our cumulative 4-week new high, new low ratio. Okay, so more of the stocks in the NYSE are making 4-week new highs. Okay, so that pushes this T2123 to the upside. That means money's flowing into the market. Whenever this is moving up, money's flowing into the market. See how it's moving up? And then they take a breather. All right, now money comes back in again and is flowing up, makes brand new all-time highs. Okay, we have a projection for right up here, 630, about 638 up there. We'll see how close we get. You can see that rising 200 SMA now in between the 2 prior all-time high anchored VWAPs. Okay, this is the all-time high right here. This was a prior all-time high. Okay, see right here is a prior all-time high. So now you've got price up over those 2 prior all-time highs. You've got the 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart up inside between these 2 prior all-time highs. Okay, things are looking bullish. The only thing I don't like, okay, is these candles look like they could be exhaustion candles. So I need some follow through up over those candles to show me that those are not exhaustion candles. Okay, bullish environments. How do I know that we have a bullish environment? Let's look at it. Price gaps up. Whenever bears don't fill the gaps, that's a bullish environment. Gap up, bears don't fill the gap. Bullish environment. Gap up, bears don't fill the gap. Bullish environment. Okay? Whenever I see consolidation over prior consolidation, another clue we have a bullish environment. Okay? See this little consolidation? Okay, see how price moves up and then consolidates. Okay, here's a move up. Okay, there's a move up. There's a move up. Okay, now we draw in the consolidation. Consolidation right there. See this? Consolidation right there. Consolidation right there. Okay, so now see what happened here? That's a neutral environment. Okay, see how price went up and then gave it up. Okay, that's neutral. Okay, whenever we see price move up and then hold the higher ground, there's the bullish environment I want you to look for as new traders. Okay, you see that? You go up and you hold. You go up and you hold. You gap up and hold. You go up, you give it up. Doesn't mean it's bearish, it's just neutral. Okay? Whenever you go up and then give it up and more, okay, that's bearish. All right? You go up, come all the way back, that's still neutral right there, okay? Whenever you go up and hold, there's the bullish environment. These are the clues that I look for in the morning, okay? To have my expectations of what I might find today, okay? See? Moving up, hold, go up and hold. That's bullish. Up and hold. Up, hold. Up, give it up. Oh, I'm neutral right here. Okay? Doesn't mean I'm bearish, just neutral. All right? Oh, look. Next day, we go up and we hold up there. Okay, that's bullish. All right? See that? That's what we're looking for. These are the clues. This is the way that the market speaks to you, is you study the price action. The price action will tell you what's going on. There's no guessing to be had. All right? We're up and we're making higher highs. Then we're bullish, right? We're going up and we hold. That's very bullish. We go up, we come back. That's neutral. Okay? This is the way the market speaks to you. All right? So you study the price action. You see the 200 SMA curling up. Bullish. Another bullish sign right there. See the 17 EMA, all green, 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 all the way up. That's bullish. This is the way the market speaks. Put a couple of moving averages on there. Keep the 200. Get some lines and look at the price action. What is it doing? It moves up and it holds. That's bullish. Okay. Now it's having a pullback. Okay. That's normal. Okay. To have a rest, a pullback. Is that pullback a sharp pullback to the downside, or is it just a 30-degree melt off, okay, to a higher low, which now produces a higher high? Okay. These are the things that we're looking for. Okay, in order to stay bullish in the markets. Right now, everything's in an uptrend. All right, so I'm bullish until things become neutral, and then I'll be neutral. All right, and then until things become bearish, and then I'll become bearish. Right now, money's flowing into the markets. So I want to be a buyer of the uptrends. I want to find strength alongside market strength. All right, so I'm looking for those stocks where price is showing me strength. Okay. Hey, good morning, Sam. Good morning, Chandru. Good morning, Marley. All right, so this is T2123. Enough about the lesson there. We got to get through the video. Okay, trash that out. Okay, market's bullish. Okay, same product, but on a different time frame. Okay, this is the next one. All right, T2123, 3-bar chart. 3-bar chart means the trading day is broken into 3 parts. Okay, 3 equal parts. Okay, and you got on the 3-bar chart, you've got, look at the green 17 EMAs. Okay, so we put in 3 more green candle bars. And notice the price is moving further away from a rising 200 SMA. That's bullish. All right? Remember, not yesterday, but the day before, okay, on Wednesday, we made brand new all-time highs. Okay? This is a bullish environment right now. It's bullish until it's not. Okay? T2123. 3-bar chart. We like to see bullishness on the bigger time frames, okay? The bigger time frames are more, how do I say it? They're more reliable than smaller time frames, because you'll have lots of little micro moves inside of the bigger time frames, okay? All kind of moves to kind of shake you off and shake you up, okay? But if you look to the bigger time frames, okay, you'll find bullish moves in a bullish time frame that's on a larger time frame, okay? The larger time frame is bullish. You're going to have smaller, lower time frame bullish moves. Those are the ones you want to play. So we always look to the bigger charts to find the macro move, and then we go look for the micro move that we can exploit and extract profits from. Okay, so T2123, 3-bar chart, moving up. See the 200 SMA moving up, coming into these two prior all-time highs here. This was a prior all-time high until this one was made on July 31st. Okay, so 200 SMA coming up to that prior all-time high. That would be a very bullish scenario to see T2123 3-bar, 200 SMA, make it up into there. Okay, a rising 200 SMA. Market's bullish. Okay, next indicator. This is our FNGU. Now, I follow the FNGU because it has 10 of the most heavily weighted stocks, okay, inside the QQQ, okay, that's the NASDAQ index, NASDAQ 100 index, and in the S&P 500, that would be SPY. Okay, so these 10 stocks, believe it or not, they can jerk QQQ and SPY around because they're so heavily weighted within those indexes that the other 90 stocks, okay, in the S&P, in the NASDAQ 100 could all be moving in the down direction, okay? But if those 10 are moving up, let me just say, there's a good chance that the QQQ is going to move up with it. All right, that's how much they're weighted within that product. Same thing with the SPY. You could have, 480 stocks moving in the southern direction, but you got 10 of these heavily weighted stocks moving in the northern direction. There's a good chance that those 10 are going to drag the SPY to the upside. Okay, so we watch this because this is the leash that leads the dog. The dog is going to be QQQ, NASDAQ 100, or S&P 500, SPY. Okay, so we study this, we watch this, we track this. Okay, so look at what the price action is doing. Okay, price action is moving up and then holding, okay, higher ground. Okay, what did I say? For me, that's a bullish environment. Moving up, holding the higher ground. That's a bullish environment. Consolidation over prior consolidation. That's a bullish environment. Okay? So I want to be looking for 10-minute uptrends in stocks like in the FNGU or in the SPY or the QQQ. That's what I want to be looking for. I want to look for things that are moving up and driving the market higher because those are going to be my better plays. So there's FNGU, and that's why we track this. So yesterday's price action, okay, when we made the new all-time highs, you can see it was green from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Okay? See right here, this would be neutral. See how it goes up and gives it up. That's just neutral. Okay, goes up and gives it up. That's just neutral. Okay, goes up and then holds. That's bullish. Okay, that's why you study price action. This is the price speaking to you as an investor, you as a trader. What is this doing? Okay, we've got something that's neutral, probably going to have a consolidation breakout. So you watch. Okay, you put a line up. Okay, I want to be alerted when price gets over there because that's will be the breakout. I can play that 10-minute uptrend to the upside. Those are the clues we look for, okay? Because those clues provide us with the opportunity. So there's FNGU, all right? So now let's go back and let's take a look at a few sectors. Got to get through this, running out of time. Okay, first sector we're going to look at is precious metals, all right? First one we'll look at silver. Silver in an uptrend. Why? Silver making higher lows and higher highs, okay? Price action for silver yesterday was an inside day. That's a lower high and a higher low, closing over bullish trap. See that? Price over the 3. Price and 3 over a rising 8. Price 3 and 8 over a rising 17. That, my friends, is bullish right there, okay? That's how I know. Silver in an uptrend, okay? Daily chart. See the space between the 3 and the 8 and the 17, and they're all pointed toward the upside. That's an uptrend. What's price action doing? We'll do it again. Price moves up and holding this higher ground. Okay, lost it for a day, but the bulls came right back in and bought it up. That's a bullish. What happens after bullish consolidation? Usually 70% of the time you get a bullish price action move to the upside, and you can see we're already starting one. Okay, so silver in an uptrend. Okay, let's take a look at the next one, GLD. Okay, gold made new all-time high 2 days ago, Wednesday. Okay, inside day yesterday. Remember what I said? Lower high. Okay, higher low, closing over bullish trap. Okay, that's price. That's the 3 EMA. And price over the rising 8 EMA. Right there. See that? All 3 of those, price, the 3, the 8, all up over 17 EMA. 17 EMA is green and rising. Okay, that's bullish. See how price moves up and holds the higher ground. Moves up, holds the higher ground. Pulls back, checks minor support. Okay, that's the tops. See how the wicks up here? Hits minor support and runs off and makes a new high. Okay, that is a bullish environment. Gold making a new all-time high today already, right there. So there's gold moving to the upside. It's daily chart, gold and silver, both in uptrends. Okay, very strong, both of those. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. We did gold and silver. Let's try USO. Okay, here's USO. This is in a downtrend. Why? Making lower highs and lower lows. Okay, it's making lower highs and lower lows. Till we start making higher highs and higher lows, we're going to be in a downtrend. Having a pullback in the downtrend right now. Okay, price action for yesterday, USO in a daily downtrend, even though it's moving up. Okay, still hasn't made a higher high. Okay, price action for yesterday, got a higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap. Okay, the 3 is on top of the 8. Okay, price and the 3 all up over the 17 EMA. Okay, so even though you could have price, the 3, the 8, and the 17 EMA all pointed in the upward direction, but if they still have not made a higher high, they still remain in that downtrend. Okay, so here's USO, still in the downtrend, price up over the bullish trap, okay, and over the flat 17 EMA. It was falling, now it's turned to flat. So there's USO trying to fight off the downtrend. UNG. Okay, UNG in an uptrend, got in an uptrend, took out this high. So UNG making higher lows and trying to make higher highs. Hasn't quite done it yet. Yesterday's price action, we have a lower high and a lower low, but we closed inside the bullish trap over a rising 17 EMA. So UNG still in an uptrend. Not a very convincing uptrend, okay? Because if we look at this on the macro level, you have a move down and it's holding the lower ground, right? Okay? Even though it's in a daily uptrend, on the macro level, if we look at this, okay, from the bigger scope, we have a move down and consolidation over to the right. Okay, so that's a bear flag in reality, even though we're in a daily uptrend. Okay, so there's UNG. Let's take a look at a few sectors. Okay, we'll start off with the first sector, SMH. All right, here's SMH. SMH made a higher high right here, right over that peak right there. That's an uptrend, made a higher low. We're waiting for the bulls to be inspired enough to make that higher high, and they may not have it in them. This is the semiconductors index, or ETF. Okay, so we've got the higher low. All right, see the low here, higher low. We want the bulls to be inspired to make a higher high. We'll see if they're going to get that done. Here's the SMH, currently in an uptrend, but a very weak uptrend at this time. Okay, XLK, technology sector, okay, making a higher low. In an uptrend, took out this high, price action, trying to make a higher high. Looking for the bulls to be inspired to make a higher high up over this recent high we had right here. So they want the bulls to break through and make a higher high. Best way to find out, take one of these, is price over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Okay, only want to be bullish when the uptrends are up over that recent high anchored VWAP right there. So we have a bullish scenario right here, moving up and consolidating over the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. That's a bullish environment. Now we're just looking for micro time frame uptrends that we can play and exploit and extract some profits from. So there's XLK. That's our technology sector, uptrend. SMH, uptrend. Precious metals, uptrend. Nat gas, a very weak uptrend. USO, petroleum, downtrend. Okay? All of the Fab 5 are in uptrends. Take a look at a few more sectors. XLI yesterday made a new all-time high. This is our industrial sector right there. This is the Spiders industrial sector. You can see making new all-time highs. That would be very bullish. Got a higher low and a higher high. Okay, so XLI is bullish. XLF, about 15 days ago, made a new all-time high, made a higher low. Now we're looking for the bulls to be inspired to make the higher high on the XLF. That's the financial sector, okay? Usually you get a nice robust rally when you've got the semiconductors and technology and the financials and the transports all in uptrends. When you can get all three of those in an uptrend at the same time, you can have a pretty nice robust rally. So we'll see what happens. We've got the makings of that robust rally right now. Okay, so here's XLF making a higher low, looking for the bulls to make the higher high. Okay, this is still bullish. Okay, why? Look at the dip. All right, the dip came down and the bulls brought it right back up. Okay, we're still neutral to bullish. See how the dip came down and then the bears gave it up. See how the bulls bought it right back up there. Okay, so XLF, uptrend. XLI, new all-time high. That's an uptrend. SMH, weak uptrend. XLK, a little bit stronger uptrend. Okay, now the last one, IYT. Here's our transports. IYT yesterday making higher lows and higher highs, closing over a bullish trap. Over rising 17, that's bullish. Okay, see how price makes a higher low, and now we're up here making a higher high. That's bullish. Okay, higher lows, higher highs. That's in an uptrend. So we got the transports in an uptrend. We got the semiconductors in a weak uptrend, but the technology's a little bit stronger. That's in an uptrend. Okay, and then we've got financials in an uptrend. We've got industrials in an uptrend. Okay, we even got FNGU, the macro big cap stocks. Okay, also in an uptrend. Okay, now let's go take a look at our economics package to see if there's anything in there that could disrupt us. Okay, here's the dollar. Dollar is in a downtrend, lower highs and lower lows. See, this is a daily chart of the dollar. Got lower highs and lower lows. See, there's a low, makes a lower low. Lower high, see, there's the high, made a lower high, makes a lower low. Downtrend, lower high, lower low. Okay, we came so far down, we are now at a 12-month low down here. Okay, we broke this low pivot right here. So we're at a 12-month low as well as a 2024 low. Okay, this dollar downtrend. Whenever the market has a weak dollar, all right, that helps U.S. companies from the USA, all right, be more competitive, okay? Because when they sell their goods and services to foreign countries, okay, and you have a weak dollar, what you get is a scenario where it doesn't cost the foreign countries as much of their currency to pay for our goods and services because our dollar is weak. And that provides for the most part, a bullish environment for the indexes and for American companies. Okay, more business on the top line. All right, as long as management, when you got a weak dollar, it should bring in more revenue for the top line. That's why we follow GDP. Okay, so when we get a bigger top line, hopefully management's got its act together. Now we look for a bigger bottom line. Okay, bigger bottom line means what? More profits. More profits means what? Higher multiple. Okay, whenever we see growth, all right, we reward the growth with a higher multiple. And the price action usually reflects that. Okay, higher multiple means what? Higher highs in the security. Okay, and that's usually what happens. You get a bullish environment whenever you have a weak dollar. Okay, or a falling dollar provides a nice lift to a bullish market. So we have a falling dollar. Now, if we break this low right here, okay, we will have a 2.5-year low, okay, because the last time we were here was 2022. Okay, so if we get down below that, we will have a 2.5-year new low. All right, we don't have far to go, but you can see we're sitting on support. See all these valleys that came down to the same area. Okay, see them all stop right here. No wonder we stopped here. This is support. All right, so we want to see. Now the Fed just cut rates. All right, whenever you cut rates, what does that make? It makes your money cheaper because it's easier to borrow. Okay, cheaper rates usually inspire a falling dollar. So we just cut rates, but they may have been baked in. Okay, we don't know yet. To me, it's looking like the first rate cut was baked in. Maybe the next CPI statement or GDP might inspire the next rate cut coming after that, and that would provide another fall for the dollar. Okay, so there's the U.S. dollar index, and that's why I watch the U.S. dollar index. All right, let's find our other economics package, which is, let's try this one. All right, on the economic calendar. Okay, the main event this week was the FOMC. That happened at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. It's already passed, it's gone. Okay, they had a little press statement at 2:30 afterwards. Then we had some reports yesterday. Today, we don't have anything going on other than a Fed speaker, but it's not Mr. Powell, so we're going to ignore it. We got a rig count at 1 o'clock. That happens almost every Friday at 1 o'clock. And usually there's some other economic data and we don't have anything. So there's nothing happening this week, today. Okay, this was the market calendar for this week, economic calendar. Very light week. All right, whenever there's a light week, it inspires the bulls, or it lets the bulls do almost whatever they want. Okay, unless we get some really out of line numbers. Okay, so nothing happening today other than options expiration. All right, so let's take a look at the earnings. All right, no earnings. All right, no big earnings that are going to rock and roll the markets are happening today. Okay, so yesterday, what we have, FedEx reported, okay, 73 billion, but not enough to rock and roll the markets. Okay, and today we got some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. Monday, we've got maybe some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. So there's nothing here to disrupt the bulls. So if they want to run, they have free reign to run if they want to. All right? Nothing on the earnings calendar. Nothing on the economic calendar. Okay, let's look at Max Payne. Let's try the other one. Max Payne, let's refresh this. Max Payne for today is 570. Okay, that means all the options expiration that expired today. All right. Max Payne, market maker could inflict the most pain if he pins price to 570. Okay, we have a put to call ratio of 5.5 puts. Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen it that high. 5.5 puts to every call. Okay, and that's just the puts and calls that expired today. So 5.5. That is, wow. That we could see a short squeeze or a put squeeze today. I've never seen it that high. All right, so 5.5 puts for every one call out there. Okay, so this earnings calendar, we did the dollar, we did Max Payne. That's it for today. All right, I'm gonna take questions in the room. If you made it here today and you're a visitor, I want to thank you for showing up. Okay, this is my recording. I do it every morning. All right, it's not always this long. All right. It's just long this day because I'm doing a lot of explaining to maybe some new people here so I can help them understand what we're going to be doing today if we happen to get something going. Now, there's no guarantees that we're going to have a good trade today, okay? But I'm going to try my best to get you into a good trade, okay? And I think there's probably a 90% chance I can get that for you, all right? So we'll wait and see. But I need a bullish environment that's over a bullish pivot, okay, in order to make that happen. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, market's doing a little pullback right now, so we'll see what happens here. All right, that's it. I'm gonna take questions in the room. T asked a question. Would you please explain this buy pivot 566 was not part of yesterday's price action? No, it was not. It was not. It actually came down to that area. Okay, 566. It's right on top of these right here. So if we get below these, see these peaks right here that provided support? In the overnight action, we had a check of this area right here, this little wick. So if we come down to these two, see these peaks right here? If we get below these peaks right here, that one, all right, and this one right there. If we get below those, I want to be a bear, okay? I'm not going to put it way up here because I still see a bullish environment. All right, and I don't want to short right into support. Okay, so underneath this, I want to be a bear. See these peaks right here? Underneath those, I want to be a bear. Does that make sense? For the most part, it is. Okay? But we're still bullish. Okay? You could move it up. For me, I'm moving it. I'm leaving it right here. Okay? We're going to look at not just yesterday's environment, but the prior days as well. You want to look at what's going on as well. Okay? Just because we got up here and we consolidated one day doesn't make it, gospel. Okay? They could give it up. All right? And at what point do I want to be a bear? All right? All right, because we could come down to 566 and bounce back up. Right? You're welcome. Okay, so there's SPY. All right. All right, traders, I'm going to render my video and I'm going to try to make it back on in about 25 minutes. All right, so we can kick off the market and we'll do some more learning. All right, as well as look for a good trade.